Hello guys, welcome back. Uh, Today we got another graph problem. So I think this week is like a graph week. Today's problem is a medium one. So it's about five process node to given two nodes, and the statement is statement is you are given a direct graph of n nodes. Okay, where each node has at most one outgoing edge. That's been from a node only travel to only export another one node. Okay, representation H okay. S is E the S from node E to node. Okay, if there's no outgoing edge, it's -1. You are still given two integers. Okay, so return the index of the node can be reached from both node 1 and node 2. Suggest the maximum between distance from node 1 to that node and from node 2 to that node is minimized. It's measured with a small index. So possible answers return -1. Note that edge may contain cycle. Exactly. For example, for the example, we can see that the answers is 2. Like you can distance from node 0 to node 2 is like 1. And distance from node 1 to node 2 is 1, 2. Maximum those two distance is 1. Okay, so we must return 2. The answer is 2. If the node is 3, so it must take 2 steps to reach it. And so that's the 2 is the minimum answers. Um, so it's just a simple questions. You can only do like to be able to find a short path from node 1 to all the other nodes, and node 2 to all of the other nodes, and iterate from node 0 to node n-1 to check if they can reach that node, if both node 1 and node 2 can reach that node, and 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 get the mass of distance from node 1 to that node and the node 2 to that node. That is the maximum distance they can reach. Yeah, they can reach. That means the maximum between distance from node 1 to that node and from node 2 to that node. And now we need to find that the minimum, the node that has minimum mean distance. Just simply that. Okay, so I so because each node has at most one outgoing edge. That mean what? That mean uh, from a node you can only travel to another a small one way to another node. Let me draw it. It's directed. Yeah, directed. So the graph may be something like this. Only one way like this. Node two way from a node only can travel to one node. So it's like you don't have uh, this is I mean it only contains exactly one way from a node to another node. For example, you want to go to A to B. That is it. You can have this edge because it's only one. Each node has at most one outgoing edge. Okay, so you can only have way from A to B. Um, Honestly, the general solution you can do BFF for the general solution, but because the at most one and so all I need to do is just use a for loop to the next node. Yeah, a while to the next node and obtain the vector like this one. H sign 32 sign aside -1 -1 while while like I would travel from node 1 to use count views, node 1 1 view max 1 and like D1 view be not visited. So was not revisited. So we do the next little guy to edge view to zoom to the next edge, right? Like what you can zoom to like this, okay. And like D1 edge view. It's like D1 view plus 1. Why did this equal to 0, right? D1 no 1 is equal to 0. That is that is so the same as while to view is not visible. So like reason is like view plus 1. Uh, mm, sorry, we're gonna check the next node is not visible. It can be visited. Let's take an example of a cycle net. It's not visible, so okay, HU is not like visible. The next node is not visible, so we didn't zoom to. Okay, now to find the answers. I mean, this is about 10, okay, and whatever. So the answers go 0 to a sign, number of no answers if mean this is last than master d1 I and d2 I, so we put there the mean this to the master between two distance and answers equal to I. Turn the answers. If not found, -1. Oh. Too many type of mistake. Why is always be like that? Oh, wrong. But return like 2. Honestly, 2. Okay, I understand that. Not 1 0, not so output 1. Let me like print it out. Sure. Ah, -1. Okay. Okay. Missed the case. I missed the case that both can reach a node. Hmm? Ready? Let me see. Oh, what happened to the from okay, this might be correct now. Really, you still wrong? Can I believe? Ooh. Why we do something like that? Uh, you, you, why? I can't believe something wrong. Honestly, it's still wrong. About one minus one. Right? From minus one, you can jump to node two, right? And two, and from node two, you can like jump to zero to two. Okay, and two to three. That's my three is here minus one. So it's much. Okay, one look like. Hey, yeah, sorry. It's not a type mistake again. I have it correct now. Don't know what to say here. Okay, okay. Sorry. Just a mis assumption. Just a wrong assumption. This might be correct now. Anyway, must be. Ah, yeah, got it. Thank you for attention. Bye. Unless you can automate this more, like use EFF, but each iteration you go to the next node instead of go on the node. As you maybe optimize more more optimal. But